This video is sponsored by SeatGeek. On this ticket app, you have access to cheap NBA tickets. Use the discount code EasyBuckets for $20 off your first purchase.
So right now, with all the rumors, all the hype, and all the talk surrounding Russell Westbrook and James Harden, who are the newest duo in the NBA today, we are all forgetting about Chris Paul and what his future is going to look like. Chris Paul just got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder, and reports have come in that Chris Paul would most likely be traded before the season actually begins from the OKC. We all knew this was going to happen because we don't see Chris Paul actually playing a game with OKC ourselves as fans, because Chris Paul wants to be a part of a championship contending team, and now that the Thunder are focusing towards the rebuild mode, Chris Paul is 100% going to look elsewhere, so Thunder is going to have to do whatever they can do to trade him away for decent players in return. So in this video, you guys are going to learn all about Chris Paul and what his future might look like. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode, Easy Buckets. This is 5 trade scenarios that Chris Paul could potentially be in, or in other words, 5 possible teams that could trade for Chris Paul. If you are new to the channel and love basketball, be sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss any of my upcoming videos just like this. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for helping me reach my first milestone of 10,000 subscribers. So with that being done, I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of NBA 2K20, one of the regular edition and one of the Legends edition. All you guys have to do to join the contest is follow my Instagram account at easy.buckets, guys, where I'll be picking 2 of the winners a week before the release date, which is September 6th. I would really love you guys to be a part of my Instagram account, where I post up-to-date basketball highlights, news, and everything you guys need to know about the NBA. So if you guys have time, go follow my Instagram account and join the giveaway. So Chris Paul is now 34 years old, and he has 3 more years into his contract of $124 million. There are talks all over the NBA community that his contract is too big and he's not worth that much. So in other words, if the Thunder do trade Chris Paul, another team is going to have to deal with that big contract. So by doing some research and listening to all the rumors, these are 5 possible destinations for Chris Paul, potentially where he could play next season. The first team is the Miami Heat. Before being traded to OKC, the rumor was that Russell Westbrook could potentially be joining the Miami Heat. And to be honest, guys, that actually could have happened, because the Miami Heat do have the assets to actually trade for a player worth that much money, similar to Westbrook and Chris Paul. Chris Paul will be creating a new backcourt duo of him and Jimmy Butler, and they could potentially make waves and be a playoff team in the Eastern Conference. A simple package of Dragic and Johnson, or Dragic and Kelly Olynyk, could simply make this work for the OKC and Miami Heat. Of course, picks will have to be involved, but this is actually very possible and on many rumor alerts. This is probably the most likely destination for Chris Paul as of right now. The next trade scenario is the Orlando Magic. The Magic has not had a star caliber point guard in a while. Their point guard right now is DJ Augustin. DJ is a great point guard, but not a starting caliber point guard in my opinion. He's more of a 6-man role. So the point is, they're going to be looking for someone to replace that and potentially pair him up with Nikola Vucevic. Right now, with CP3 being on many trade talks, pairing him up with Vucevic would be a great point guard and big man combination, because Vucevic can shoot the ball and also play inside the paint. Orlando do have the contracts. They've got Terrence Ross for a big one, Evan Fournier, and even trading away DJ Augustin could easily land Chris Paul. But of course, they got to trade away some of their picks as well. This would be a decent situation for Chris Paul, because last year Orlando even made the playoffs and made 7th overall, and they had 42 and 40 wins. They were positive in the standings. That's good news for Orlando Magic, and them re-signing Vucevic, Terrence Ross, and even getting Al-Farouq Aminu means they want to keep contending and keep competing in the Eastern Conference, and that's what Chris Paul needs, guys, a team that wants to compete. The third team on this list is the Minnesota Timberwolves, guys. And if you guys are updated with the NBA and keep track of what's going on, the Timberwolves really wanted D'Angelo Russell, but D'Angelo Russell actually ended up with the Golden State Warriors. The point is, the Timberwolves are looking for more of a long-term point guard. Right now, they have Jeff Teague, who's on an expiring $20 million contract. So potentially trading away Jeff Teague, maybe Gorgie Dang, Patrick Patterson, Josh Okogie could definitely land Chris Paul. Imagine matching up Chris Paul with Karl-Anthony Towns, with Andrew Wiggins there at the wing. That would be a pretty good team, and the Timberwolves probably do need a star caliber point guard to make them go back into the NBA playoffs when they had Jimmy Butler. He would be playing in a veteran role to the young guys of Karl-Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins, who would obviously soak up all his experience and knowledge, which is what Chris Paul loves. He loves being a leader of a team. The fourth team on this list is Dallas Mavericks, guys. And the reason why this is a good landing spot for him is because he would be mentoring Luka Doncic at the point guard, combo guard role, and also have young Kristaps Porzingis to play as a big man for him. Chris Paul is one of the best pick and roll maestros the NBA has ever seen, and him and Kristaps Porzingis would be a great combo at the pick and roll or the pick and pop. Dallas do have the assets. They could trade Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, and also some other players. But the point is, they have the money to match Chris Paul's big contract. And imagine Chris Paul at the 1, Luka at the 2, and Kristaps at the 4. That would be a great starting lineup trio. And the 5th and final destination that he could possibly be joining is the Detroit Pistons, guys. And yes, reuniting Blake Griffin and Chris Paul on the same team. And the reason why this could be a spot for him is because the Detroit Pistons are trying to get rid of their starting point guard, Reggie Jackson, for a while now. Reggie isn't the most durable player, and Reggie could potentially rejoin the Thunder where he was originally drafted. Detroit could easily offer up Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, Tony Snell, and other draft picks for Chris Paul, guys, because that would easily match the contract. But just imagine Chris Paul, Blake, and Drummond on the same starting 5. That's what Chris Paul wants. Big men off the pick and roll screens. That's where he's most effective, and that would be actually a great spot for him. I would love to actually see this happen, guys. Blake reuniting with Chris Paul in Detroit and having Derrick Rose off the bench as the combo guard. So yeah, guys, that basically wraps up my video on the potential landing spots for Chris Paul. I know you guys probably wanted to see the Los Angeles Lakers on this, but honestly, guys, the Lakers don't have the trading assets to actually trade for Chris Paul unless they're going to give up Anthony Davis, which I know they're not going to. So yeah, guys, that wraps up my video on the 5 possible destinations for Chris Paul. If you loved the video and agreed to my opinion, be sure to smash that thumbs up button, guys. But what's most important and the best thing about the basketball community is you guys have an opinion as well. So put your opinions down in the comment section down below what you guys think. Once again, if you're new to the channel and love basketball, be sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss any of my upcoming videos just like this. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'ma keep with it like no, this league business.